While Marcus Googles who committed more crimes, Rambo or John Wick, WWE's worst nightmare has occurred.
Oh.
Liv Morgan has suffered a horrific. It's not that horrific. It happens quite frequently.
Oh, it's graphic. Oh god.
But it came from a nothing move. It's not like where you see people do death-defying things and get hurt. It's like from a normal thing, like how normal people just get injured by just like she fell awkwardly and dislocated her shoulder.
She got injured like a 40-year-old man.
But
I fell down. My arm doesn't work no more.
But
shit,
I'm gonna continue with WWE's worst nightmare has occurred because Goldberg's back.
Bill Goldberg is back and Bret Hart is just miserable.
Yes, actually, let me correct myself. Just for Bret Hart, Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg, worst human being in the world, can just kick you in the head and not care about it. But yeah, he's back, and I rolled my eyes so hard I almost had a stroke.
I told you this last week, and you were like, "Please, no, Manny."
Yeah, Manny, it does not real until it happens. It's not real until it happens. I begged you to not speak this into existence. Cody pointing at his DDP ribs is still one.
And that's good. Turn after 13 months after knee surgery.
Yeah, I didn't realize she was gone that long. I thought it was 6, 7. I didn't realize it was a year and some change. Damn.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I'm of course the racially ambiguous red shirt wearing Lord Manny Hayes.
I am Marcus, the grand finale. And yes, I was Googling who has the most kills to date in this one. And I should have probably Googled this better because I put top kills in movie history. And somehow Samuel Jackson comes out to number 1 spot with 1,734 kills. And I don't know if that's even true.
Well, this might be outdated.
Yeah.
Because John Wick unfortunately has some kills in Ballerina. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, so John Wick is known for his body count reaching 439 kills by the end of chapter 4. So whatever he has in the Ballerina is plus that.
While Rambo is a highly skilled soldier with a high kill count, particularly in his later movies, John Wick's kill count throughout the 4 films is significantly higher, with a focus on precision and efficiency in taking down his enemies.
But I can't believe he's behind Mila Djokovic and Samuel Jackson all-time kills in movies. Doesn't make sense.
Well,
I just feel like he has a lot.
Surely the Avengers have way higher.
No, I think those are planet. I don't think those are called. Those aren't kills. I think those are just. I think those are lumped in. It's just like I don't know. Casualties. I don't know.
You hold the fort. I think someone's at my door.
Okay. Well, guys, we're going to go into Monday Night Raw today, and Manny's going to his door. The main thing I want you to do is have parental discretion is strongly advised. Because Bill Goldberg shows up on this show, and I think he ruins wrestling for me for the last time. I think this was a straw. This may be the reason I canceled my WWE network. Bill Goldberg's return. He looked as crusty and soggy as ever. And I know that's not the start of Raw, and I know that's not the start leading news story I want to start with on the show, because the biggest story of the day, if not of the week, if not of the year, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new power couple out there in professional wrestling. Mercedes Moné, who was dating Makazi, formerly of the Up, Up, Down, Downstream, and Makeup of WWE. I don't know what his actual job is right now, or seamstress, is now in a serious relationship. Mercedes Moné with the Beast Mortos. The Beast Mortos and Mercedes Moné are now a couple, and it is the biggest power couple I've seen in the wrestling history. Yes. On the heels of him graduating and getting his law degree, he has also posted his picture with the love of my life, Mercedes Moné, and all that. They're together and they're having a great time. There's pictures of them with his mask off, but an emoji over it. They living their best life. I am shocked. She doesn't have to eat well done steak alone. She can now eat it with a beast named Mortos. Beast Morales is winning, Manny. I think he has won 2025.
No. He hasn't. You know why?
Why?
You don't seem heartbroken about this. Whereas you were heartbroken when Stephanie Vakir's heart was taken by Miles Bourne.
I didn't say she broke my heart. She broke the world's heart, Manny. But it's the Beast Mortal. I'm happy for the Beast. I'm happy for the Beast. Whoever knew a cow and a snake could get together and make a baby or something? Happy for the Beast. This has nothing to do with Mercedes. I'm happy for the Beast. The man doesn't have to worry about getting to the pay window no more because he has someone to take care of him.
He might get more wins now, Marcus.
Yeah, she got strokes. He may be a part of her creative control.
He may get more wins by association now.
He's gonna go out there and just start being her manager. He starts getting wins. He's gonna start making money. He's gonna make a name for himself. Get a WWE contract and leave her. He's a beast. He's a beast.
In more serious news, John Moxley is being sued for what was it? Battery?
Yeah. I don't honestly know the actual call, but he pushed the fan.
No, he didn't. He pushed a someone that was hired by AEW, to work. To work. This person wasn't trained to take bumps and whatnot. And then so John Moxley. So for this story, it was the cage match between Kenny Omega and John Moxley, and this is the whole style of the screwdriver bullshit. He was obviously the one that he get the screwdriver off, and then he took it, and then, I mean, it has to be a struggle, and then he shoved him, and then this man is claiming injuries and whatnot from future and like losing employment and stuff. I don't think this is the fault of John Moxley. Yeah, John Moxley pushed him, but I don't think John Moxley knew he hadn't been trained or whatnot.
Yeah.
I think this is the fault of AEW putting someone in a position like that shouldn't have been in.
Yep. I believe it's Tony's fault. Tony should pay the bill, if there is a bill. But also, on a side note of all of this, how does this even happen? It seems like this is implausible that something can happen. One, I'm not going to call the guy a pussy like Ricochet. I'm not.
Well, Ricochet's an idiot for doing that because he's got himself involved in which could possibly make this case worse.
Yeah. And he deleted the tweet, but it's already out there. But it does seem like, from what I saw, it looks like a nothing situation. It just seems like this guy's going for money.
It looks kind of like how LIV. It looks like how LIV fell, to be honest, and got injured. I don't know. I can't say if he really got injured or not, or if he's lying. Yeah. I don't think we should even speculate because
we don't know his pain. We don't know his pain. We don't know his struggle. We don't know the details of the case. But it seemed like if he could bring the lawsuit to court, he does have somewhat of a case. But
I mean, it's negligence. Yeah. It's negligence. If anything, AEW should have put someone in that can take a bump that actually is employed by that company and was going to get paid to do that spot. This man was paid to do a job around ringside and not get. And I don't know why he was involved in that whole screwdriver spot. There should have been this particular guy on their staff or a wrestler,
an extra
with that thing on him. I don't think they should have. That was just a spot that was unnecessary to do. It happened. Now Tony just has to pay up.
Yeah, and for the guy who I'm assuming he's just a part of the ring crew, or I honestly don't know what the situation is.
I think it was from a third party. So they went.
So he just hired as an actor and was like,
and then they send people to work there.
It's foolish. Just get extras. They know what to sign up for. Have them sign the waiver. Anything bad happens to you, happens to everybody.
Yeah,
I'm sure. But I don't know what the term is, but it does seem like incompetence on the part of AEW. If there is someone who untrained, got pushed down, got hurt, it does feel like negligence. But who am I to say?
Well,
Didn't look like much to me though.
it didn't. But then I've fallen and then hurt myself.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we brought with Liv. She's a trained professional. Did something extremely basic and got hurt.
Yeah,
Like
the thing is,
happens. Stuff
sometimes with some of the
happens.
most basic things you get hurt.
Yeah, it could be a lingering issue that you already had that finally comes to like the falling out. Like for Liv, it could have been like her arm could have fell out of socket for something else, but it just didn't for whatever the other reason was.
Yeah.
And then it finally just like popped out in this scenario. Like, oh, what the hell is that? So who knows? Good luck AEW with that. Or whoever. Whoever decides. I'm not gonna decide with either side. It's all wrong.
So I think that's the most outstanding news there is. I don't think
What's
anything else.
up about the Beast Mortals, man? It's nothing. It's nothing. Everything's second fiddle to that. We can end the show. We can end the show right now. Have one of the 10-minute YouTube videos.
So wait. I have to go over to this over here.
Okay.
We might have to retire this. He don't need support anymore. He's been supported.
He found him a sugar mama.
He's supported now. We don't need to support the beast anymore.
The
support has arrived.
Anyway. Yeah.
The support has arrived. I mean, we could cut them out a check for $4.75, but that's probably how much we have.
Wasn't he on Cameo? What are we gonna do? Is Cameo a little bit for something?
Marcus, do we need to do that
anymore? No, not anymore. Now the Beast Mortals he's in the bank. He's in the money now. No pun intended. In the money. I'm in the money. Oh shit. I just hope the best tabloid drama happens all around for both parties. I want tabloid drama. The Beast Mortals doing what? He spent how much money of her money? Oh damn. He's a horrible person.
What do you mean he transported his entire family over?
He bought a yacht? Just takes it for her money. That would be the funniest thing ever if it is legit like that. But you know what? In all seriousness, hopefully they're happy. I don't really want the like tragedy or anything, but I just find it funny the Beast Mortos is like gold digging. If he was.
Mortos, it's your CEO.
You ready to jump into Raw?
Unfortunately, I suppose so.
Man, it's Fatal 4-Way Friday or Monday
or
Tuesday
I feel
or
like
every day.
This may have been the show that we were like, I'm calling out.
What? You gonna Diddy try this show? I thought this was a newsworthy show. Even though it was all right, but a lot of stuff happened on the show where you can say it's worth talking about.
So I don't know how the Liv Morgan injury is going to affect storytelling going onwards, but Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio came out. He insists she paved her own way and accomplished a lot. She demands respect and wants a rematch she never got. EO comes out, told her to shut her mouth, and says she disrespected her and Nikki Bella.
EO. That's Manny sips his water. Go ahead, man. Oh no! Oh, Manny's dying. Go there. He just died. But EO, how dare you bring up disrespecting Nikki Bella?
Nikki Bella disrespects herself.
Yeah, it's no reason you going out there fighting Nikki Bella's fights. But rumor has it, Manny, they're bringing in Brie Bella, so we may get a tag team match.
Well, so
play it.
Liv only wants to fight EO for her title, but suggests if she's scared, because she has her number and has defeated her more times than any other woman on the roster, she could just give her the title. EO says if you want it, she has to earn it. You can't just steal it like you stole Dirty Dom.
Oh, da, da, da.
EO says she can have it, tosses her the title, but drop kicks her. I'm going to suggest the dropkick loosened up the shoulder.
You think the dropkick earlier?
Yeah, because she came in when she came in to the Judgment Day clubhouse and wanted to talk strategy with Raquel Rodriguez, who also wasn't cleared to do anything after the match. She was in there like, we have to talk strategy.
So it could be EO. The suspect is out. I'm still blaming Kairi Sane.
So we get into the fatal four-way, which was Stephanie Vakir versus Raquel versus Ivy Now versus Asuka. I didn't actually necessarily mind this match.
No, it was a good match. I know you hate fatal four-ways, Manny, but I was actually intrigued to see what Asuka looked like coming back. And she came back. She looked at basically just like Asuka. Didn't change, no improvement. It was nice seeing her clash with Stephanie and stuff. It was a good match. But I knew one thing. I mean, I was going to take the pin, but that was my one theory the whole time.
Let me tell you one thing. There was that spot where it was looking like a doomsday device. And I was like, oh no, Asuka. Oh no. You better connect or we're gonna review this.
Yeah, we're gonna bring out the action figures, Asuka.
But she hit them and then she also took a nasty bump to the on the landing. But Rhea Ripley comes out, costs Raquel the match, giving her a riptide on the outside. Asuka wins with what they're now calling the Empress Impact, but it's basically a butt bump.
Yeah, it's another butt attack. It's Jada Parker's finisher. If Asuka was claiming she was a Latina, she can get away with it. She did in the quarter. It's the same attack.
Kathy Kelly interviews her after the match. She said the fire didn't die, and she will be queuing the ring because nobody's ready for Asuka.
You made her very Russian in that one, but yes.
No, I made her more like a Japanese man, but they talk from diaphragm.
Still very Russian. Very, very Russian. Actually, double the Russian. As Neil would say, hip attack would be a simple way to say that. But that's the simplest way to say it. But nice clash or whatever. I'm shocked Stephanie didn't win. Normally, I thought she was going to the finals.
I think it would have been too obvious if Stephanie won.
Yeah, but then who's going to win in the next round? Who's going do you put Asuka in the finals?
There's one more fatal four-way, isn't there?
No, we're only in the semis. It's Jade versus oh my god, I had it in my head. It's not Jade versus Asuka. It's Jade versus god damn it. And then Asuka versus the other one. Damn, I can't remember their opponents.
Asuka versus Bliss, I think.
Yeah. No, it's Asuka versus Bliss and Jade versus somebody. I go, that's an interesting matchup. I don't think that should play. Who's the other one? Who am I missing?
I'll type it up.
Is it Bayley? No, Bayley's in the Becky feud.
No. Oh, Roxanne Perez versus Jade.
Roxanne Perez versus Jade, which I think is going to be interesting for the simple fact of what's Roxanne going to do with that? Roxanne's going to have to carry Jade. I'm assuming she's going to bump heavy and take slams, but
probably. And look more impressive than Jade.
Who you got winning? Now that you got a Final Four, Manny.
I'm still sticking with Jade.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. And then she's going after the main event SummerSlam or night 1 or 2 for the women's title.
Unless you go the other route, which I don't want to happen. Bliss wins Queen of the Ring. Bliss wins a title, and then we go Bliss Charlotte for titles. I don't think we need to do that.
Bliss Charlotte for titles? What do you mean? How does Charlotte get back in this?
So Bliss wins at SummerSlam.
Uh-huh.
And then Charlotte and Bliss title match program afterwards.
Yeah. I don't see that happening. I feel like I think they're going to do a team up still.
I prefer the other way where it's Jade and then you have Naomi in the mix who hates Jade. And then I think that makes more sense. And then maybe you throw Bianca into the mix to add a bit more spice to this drama that's going on. This girlfriend's drama that's going on.
this I Love Hip Hop BET drama that's going on. This Tyler Perry movie.
This ain't a Tyler Perry movie.
Have you seen Straw?
No.
Oh, me neither. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it's terrific.
Oh, hold on.
In the worst possible ways.
Hold on. This isn't you trying to force me to watch black cinema again, is it?
Yes, it is. It is.
Stop forcing me.
This isn't a force because you've never did it. You've never done it. You've never done it. You've never expected to play.
I watch Fridays.
Oh, Friday. That's one. That's your one. But you got to get to Boys in the Hood. Don't Be a Menace. Above the Rim.
I've seen Don't Be a Menace.
Poetic Justice, Manny. Poetic Justice. I can keep going.
As you can tell, there wasn't much going on Raw this week.
No. We're gonna I'm gonna cuss Manny out about not watching black cinema.
The Judgment Day Clubhouse. Liv wanted help with Kyrie, but Raquel has been not cleared for anything. Jaden McDonough wants to know why he has a match with AJ Styles from Dom when he knew him and Finn wanted to go for the tag titles. Dom wants him to take care of AJ Styles because Finn failed last week, and he wants Finn to hold the fort. And then Finn starts getting things in motion where he starts where he suggests Rox come with him in response to Liv handling things herself.
Yeah. What are you, year 2 and Finn Balor breaking up for the Judgment Day? I don't know what year this is, but he's been breaking up with Judgment Day since he joined the Judgment Day. Is he ever going to get jumped out, or is he ever going to be take over and be say I'm the leader of Judgment Day? Is that ever going to happen?
No, I think he's going to be in. I think he's going to form his own group called Day of Judgment.
Well, let me go speak to my lawyers. Hold on. Adam Copeland just walked in speaking to his lawyers. This is my group. There you go.
Gunther comes out, says Jay was a better man at WrestleMania for one night, but every other night he is untouchable. I see you get taken to the limit every time, Gunther. I don't think you're that untouchable.
I don't see quick work. Back in your heyday, maybe there was some quick work, but I don't see it. Ever since you guys ring with Bad News Brown. Was it Bad News Brown?
No, it was
Rampage. What was his name?
Rampage Brown.
Rampage Brown. Bad News Brown. Ever since you got the Rampage Brown, you ain't been the same, Gunther. You've been pushed to the limit. Ain't been no squashes for you. That man weakened you.
He talks directly to the camera, to Seth Rollins. Since he's a target, he lets him know he is right here. Are we suggesting a face turn for Gunther? Because I don't think that's gonna work.
No. I don't think it's gonna work, but I think he's gonna get cheered fighting Goldberg. I don't care where he's at.
Out comes Goldberg, tells him he's proud of Gunther. They set up a match at Saturday Night Main Event on July 12th. I'm just letting you know. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
Is it because All In, man? If All In wasn't happening, would you watch Saturday Night Main Event? Or are you making the choice, Goldberg, Gunther, I give it the ultimate strike, the golden strike of me just walking away and turn my back. I turn my back to it.
It's not even that. I just can't stand watching like the show that's on NBC. It's ridiculous how many commercial breaks there are on this thing. It's just like and especially because they don't show Saturday Night's Main Event on Netflix over here. That's not part of the package. So it gets broadcast internationally, I think, on YouTube. So you're sitting there listening to hold music. It's not even a Toot the Sweet kind of shit. It's like we'll be right back bullshit, and then it's like a logo and whatnot. It's annoying.
I'm gonna tune in. I'll plan on. I think we do plan on doing the All In watch along, but I do plan on doing the
All In's gonna happen around this time, right?
Yeah. So if you do need a palate cleanser for a wrestling match, please go to All In. I'm sure they're gonna have whatever match is on will be better than Gunther versus Goldberg.
I'm sure
fuck Goldberg.
All In will still be on by the time you get to that match.
Wait, because this even started early. All In started early.
All In, I think, is starting around this time. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's around this time. I don't know why. I don't know why they're going early.
Because they're going really long.
But yeah, we'll be here for all 6 hours.
Yeah. 6 hours, and we will be taking donations like it's a telethon, helping the poor, which is us.
But are you going to do the all women show Evolution the next day? I think I'm gonna. I wanted to watch along with that.
Well, you know I hate women, so no. No, yeah, I'm down.
Wow.
I'm down to do it. I'm down to do it. 100% to do it.
Okay, so we'll do as many watch-alongs as possible. We may simulcast Great American Bash at the same time, but my main focus will be AEW All In.
And also for you know, just to say it, put it out there, maybe it's biased, but I think Evolution is going to be the best show of the weekend. I think, but the main event is just going to be there. Blah blah blah. I think All In, spectacular show, but I think I will be exhausted by how long it is. I think Evolution is going to have the right quality of matches and time that I like to watch wrestling.
I think Evolution may be up in arms because let's cover it now. Liv Morgan injures a dislocated her shoulder at the very beginning of the match against Kairi Sane.
Yeah, don't say she injured herself. Don't you dare say she injured herself.
No.
Don't you dare.
So the fall, she dislocated her shoulder. At worst, a dislocated shoulder at the worst could possibly take about 16 weeks to be cleared, depending on how bad it is. We're a month away, less than a month away from from Evolution. So if it's bad, their match that they're planning with her and Nikki Bella, that's off the cards. So they're gonna have to finagle something else.
Yep.
So I think their planning has gone a bit awry now. I think.
Yeah, it's going awry because she was going to fight. It was going to be Liv versus Nikki Bella or in some form of a tag match or whatnot. But that's easily fixed because they're probably going to use Raquel and they're probably going to use a substitute partner. And Liv will be out there, maybe at ringside, and yelling from the outside. Who is that person they're going to use? I don't know, but I'll probably go. You could go to NXT and finally find somebody. They may use Roxanne.
I don't know.
Because you can still continue that storyline. Although Roxanne may have bigger things to do.
She could have bigger things to do.
So what would you do? Would you go Roxanne? Would you pick somebody from NXT? Do you have Natty turn on Nikki Bella and we run that shit back?
You could do that, but no one would care as much.
It has
to be someone. I think it has to be someone high profile.
Well, it can't be Rhea because she's involved in a Raquel scenario.
Well, maybe we dig up Trish and we do Trish versus Nikki.
Two legends, but that's worse. I feel like that's the worst match. That's the worst match. You could.
I'd rather watch that than Goldberg.
Well, yeah, I better. Again, we've said it multiple times. We've had the debate. We'd rather watch Goldberg the goalie from the Mighty Ducks than Goldberg. Right now.
Oh, I love me some Goldberg. I am Goldberg, the goalie.
So we'll watch that.
So I just went on WWE Shop. So I want to brace yourself for something that may happen.
Why? You always give me bad news. Why can I ever get good news?
No, because they never really said this is Goldberg's last match, did they? No. They never hinted that this is Goldberg's last match. The wording has been used very carefully on WWE Shop. Goldberg's last ride. There may be more to this, Marcus. There may be more matches.
You say it's a full ride?
What if?
No.
They can't have the old man beat Gunther. They just can't.
Right. They might, man. They don't care. Triple H don't give a fuck about us.
We've
No.
already given Triple H. We've already given Triple H a vote of no confidence. Are they going back to Saudi? They're not going back to Saudi.
Shit. You know, because there's what, Crown Jewel?
Crown Jewel is in Perth this year.
Oh.
Isn't it?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the schedule that much. All I know is I don't want to see Goldberg on it, damn it. I don't want to see no bald man in black underwear unless it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's it. That is it. Maybe Damien's a mentor.
Crown Jewel is taking place in Australia in October.
Fantastic. Oh, that's the one.
I don't think they're going back to Saudi again this year.
Don't they always have another one?
They normally have two.
They have two. Because Night of Champions is in Saudi. And then there's always another one. There's always two. Well, anyway, the long story short, people, please don't have Gunther lose to Goldberg, and please don't continue this. And if it's the last ride, I want this to be the last match. I mean, we already did who's last when I think he fought Roman. This should be it. Why does he get a farewell match? He doesn't deserve a farewell match on tour. He took out Bret Hart. Bill Goldberg took out Bret Hart. Piece of shit.
JD McDonough took on AJ Styles. AJ wins. Dom tries to get something afterwards, but AJ gets the better of him. Finn saves Dom. AJ walks off with Dom's title. I didn't know Adam Pearce took the night off.
Yeah, they announced that early.
Nick Aldis was there making matches. Nick Aldis decided, you know what? Since you returned to title, you get your title match at Night of Champions.
Yeah, he was like, there's unfinished business in the Continental Division. Oh, men and women, I'm making all types of title matches. Although I'm giving them a strike for this segment, man. You want to know why?
Why?
You know what? We haven't had a good belt stealing in a long time. And I know I criticize them all the time, but they need to happen. They need to happen. This should have been a belt stealing. AJ should have never returned that belt. He did it very politely.
Well, you got the best version of it when Kevin Owens did it.
Yeah, when he stole Cody's belt. Or not even Cody's belt. He stole the original Wing Eagle title.
He stole a belt that was recommissioned for one night.
And then claimed he was the champion. Yes.
Sorry, I don't pay it. Yeah, no, yeah. It's all WWE are in debt, in so much debt. That's why there are so many more events this year.
Well,
they're going to charge a lot. Yeah, they're in TKO's in debt, so they're charging a lot. They're running more events. I don't understand why they just don't run more UFC events too.
Yeah, well, it's a combination. All I want is this: Triple H, when you come to the press conference, give me the debt. And then tell me how much you worked it down. Yeah, let's work it down.
Tell me the red number.
Currently, we're at $2 million in debt. We were at $3 million before this show. Or billion, I'm sorry. We're working it down. It's the highest grossing event in Lexington, Kentucky ever. So that helped. But we're still taking donations via Venmo and PayPal. And Super Chats on YouTube.
I want this one. Fucking Cody. Him and his pyro fucking costing me millions.
My God, we're Penta YouTube. Oh my God, what else is on this list?
This is why they're bragging about that guy writing Penta and Ray Phoenix's music for $1.
Yeah, they got it cheap, sucker. But I can just see him going to the roster. We still got Otis on the roster. We should have probably cut that. Just gotta find a way to. Just gotta keep finding a way to trim the fat. Maybe we only use 2 ring ropes instead of 3. Spanish announce table gotta go.
Nah.
We should have spent all this money on these new announce tables. I can just see it go. I thought we had unlimited money with the merger. Now we're broke.
How long before they slap a Slim Jim logo on the Spanish announce table?
I'm sure at one point they're gonna put Pat McAfee and Michael Cole as mascot outfits up. We're selling Slim Jims.
Actually, you know what? Now that you bring him up, Corey back on commentary on Raw sounded way more better than Pat this week.
Oh, he brought it. He was bringing it. He was going to show. This was revenge commentary. The man was like, "This is what y'all missing every single week." Yeah, the chemistry's there. You don't have Pat talking nonsense. It was straightforward, and it was nice. It was nice.
I didn't actually write notes on this because Bailey seemed to be talking gibberish.
What the hell? She was telling you. She was putting her heart out there, man. She was putting her heart out there.
Yeah, but there was parts in it where, do you know where EO cuts a promo?
Yeah.
And EO's promo is very straightforward. Like, she's got the script. She's probably memorized it. And if you stop her or the fans interrupt her a bit, she's going to just go back to the script, right?
Yeah.
Then you notice that Bailey looked like she had a script, forgot what she was talking about, because she just seemed like she'd been gone for too long that she forgot how to cut a promo.
No, I think that it was just that was an unscripted promo, and they just say go out and say it, and her and Becky go do your thing. Whatever you guys do, because it didn't seem like they had any organization whatsoever to what they were going to talk about. Now, Bailey was talking about, I've been gone, I'm injured, took everything away from me. But you know what? I'm not about one damn match. I'm about a whole career, and I'm going to go win that title, yada, 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 yada. And he's like, Becky, get your ass out here. And then Becky comes out, and I like to say traitor colors. Like, losing colors. These are definitely losing colors. They never won anything. They're the Bears. I was like talking like Trump when I talk about the Bears. They never won anything. They're a bunch of losers. They're a bunch of losers. Dick Buckets. Dick Buckets can't play linebacker no more. Urlacher not there. No chance in hell.
Do you know what Brian Urlacher's career? He could have been so much bigger than he actually was. If he could have been Ray Lewis.
He could have been Ray Lewis.
He stayed at the Bears.
He could have been one of he could have been what's his name? TJ Watt or something. Like just a really formidable name. Like I know Brian Urlacher was a big deal. He's a Hall of Fame linebacker, terrific player. But he never got the star power he needed because he didn't win with the Bears. He got to the Super Bowl once with Lovey, but that was it.
But that's going to be the same thing for Miles Garrett.
Yeah.
Is it Miles Garrett? For the Browns? Yeah.
Miles Garrett, the coach? No, it's Jason Garrett, the coach of the... Yeah, Miles Garrett. You're right.
There's too many Garretts. There's too many Garretts.
Garretts.
Yeah, and then... So, Becky grants her a non-title match next week. Wait, so Bailey told... First of all, the bit I remembered was Becky asked Bailey if she remembered what gold felt like. Bailey told her to remind her, which, if anything, at that point, you hit her with the belt.
Well, Becky was just... Becky was in the corner like a dog that was in trouble. Not to call her compared to a dog, like a dog or something, or a kid in trouble, backing up against the wall, like you ain't gonna hit me. Like I don't understand what's Becky's defense, and then did a crossover move to get around her.
And then so Becky grants her a non-title match next week, and then goes for an attack, which looked like a slap. Mate, It didn't sound like she connected. It sounded like she missed.
She missed. That's why Becky was screaming, Manny, on the outside. I wasn't trying to hit you. I was trying to fix your hair. It was all over the place. I was fixing your hair. Which made me die laughing because it was such a bad miss. It did look like it was like
Then eats a forearm from Bailey. Nick Aldis makes it a title match in the back because Becky took a title match away from her at WrestleMania, so she's owed one. I don't believe that works like that, Nick.
That's not how it works at all. That's not how any of this works. Imagine any sport like that. Oh, Manny, let's say me and you were, let's say, Tyrese Halliburton hurt Jalen Brunson in the middle of a game. They owe him. Finals now? No, that does not work that way. Yeah, it's not work that way.
Because then we got to go all the way back in time, Nick, to correct some wrongs.
I'm calling in right now. Hey, we got some. I saw what just happened for Bailey and stuff, but I was taking it out. Bret Hart gonna call up and talk about Bill Goldberg toss me one more WCW title run.
See, the first thought in my head was Mustafa Ali calling up and like, "Hey, Brock Lesnar cost me a Money in the Bank." I had that shit.
Well, he could have pulled it down. That's his fault. But I want to rectify Finn's turnbuckle against Roman. Y'all owe me 8 more matches for that shit.
Kevin Owens is owed a lifetime of titles.
For bloodline interference. So Nick out there just stroking around, just making all the rules up. Just making all the rules up.
Jey Uso says him and Gunther will eventually run it back. Karrion Kross says Sami Zayn is insane because on SmackDown he's going to compete against the diabolical Randy Orton and he's going to lose. And Randy's going to go on to be the 15-time champion and he will remain at 0. Sami says he is a coward because with all this talk, he won't go out there in front of the people.
With Sami problem, the one thing I've been bringing up, Kross, why don't you go in front of the people? Meanwhile, I saw on Instagram or it could have been Facebook, whatever. Kross posted a picture of him just squeezing Scarlett's ass. I forget what the caption was, but that man just has no intention of ever wrestling again.
No, Scarlett posted it. It was like, HR won't allow this or something like that.
I knew one of them posted it.
But that's his wife.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can do anything to your wife at the show.
Well, almost anything. But honestly, probably not. You still got to be professional. You can't just be out there like having your wife tits in the middle of a meeting in an office meeting. That's my wife. I can do what I want.
Hey, in Vince's world, you could.
That's Vince's world. That's a different place. We don't bring up the Me Too people. Vince and Diddy.
Did you watch that show? Vince's world.
Oh, absolutely.
I want like uncensored. I want to pay. I'll pay more for the uncensored version.
No, I definitely need that shit censored. I need that shit censored. I don't want to see him or Laurinaitis.
I want to see it all.
Vince's World would be the wildest show on television. I think everybody would appreciate it. Honestly, he's trying to get back into business anyway. Vince's World, as he navigates the lawsuit and day-to-day life, would be hilarious. I'm talking about just the day-to-day life part. Him going to the grocery store and just being like, "Come on, pal," or him ripping up the grocery list that Linda. This isn't what I want anymore.
Hey, Linda, you forgot to get the grapefruits.
Grapefruits, huh? Vince's World
standing in the aisle with 2 grapefruits against his crotch. Yeah. Linda, look at me.
Can I tell you something?
Shit.
We keep getting advertised on all these things in WWE. It just seems like it's a closing sale that they have all these advertisements going on. But the number one thing we get advertised on is podcasting. And I want to talk about WWE and their podcasting just a little bit, Manny. Just a little bit. In this little portion. There's Cody podcast, which I'm never going to watch. Never going to watch or listen to. Just for the record. There's The Undertaker has changed his podcast. Michelle McCool keeps interrupting Undertaker's shows. Let that man have his time alone, woman. Let him have his time alone. It was us with the boys.
Well, the worst part about it was I didn't listen to The Undertaker's podcast. I saw clips.
Yeah.
I feel like the guy that helped The Undertaker host that was was integral to that podcast to steer the ship. If I goddamn hear a Michelle McCool story on that show, I don't ever want to hear it. Your career was trash.
It's going to talk about Jesus and Christians and stuff like that. I don't want to hear that. Nothing against anybody's religion at all, but I feel like that's the route we're going in. I feel like it's downhill. It's all downhill for them. Michelle McCool has ruined LFG and now she's ruined the Undertaker 6 Feet Under podcast. which I didn't listen to anyway because I want him to shut the fuck up anyway.
LFG is coming back this Sunday, allegedly.
Okay, and the last thing about podcasting I want to bring up, Manny, is the Stephanie McMahon podcast. She had recently, I guess, Chris Angel. I don't know what the last advertisement was, but as we were talking about Vince's World, I'm boycotting any show Steph is doing, whether it's Steph Places or the World. Tell me your story or whatever the hell her advertisements are, until she gets Vince on there. We want to see it. We want to see it. I know they ain't talking right now, but that's the drama of it all. Just do it for the show. Do a scripted. I hate you. You hate me. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's work it out on that show and that podcast. Let's all put all the McMahons in the room. Let's treat it like Love and Hip Hop Reunion or something like that. Let's do it. There's money on the table there. We don't know how much time we have with Vince left, and we know it's all bad. It's all bad time anyway. So, let's go. Someone get the ball rolling on this way.
Marcus, I secretly hope he gets locked up. And then we get the Vince McMahon. I want the Vince McMahon podcast from jail.
He ain't going to jail. He has no criminal charges. He's fine.
So the main event was Sheamus, Rusev, Jey Uso versus and Bronson Reed. Jey Uso wins amongst the chaos of this match.
Yeah, man, everybody ran in on this match. This was like the end of the Avengers. Everybody was involved. Everybody. Yeah, so Penta doesn't dive and just falls on his back.
He misses so bad. The only thing that was missing was the splat.
Yeah. I just wanted to see a puff of smoke like Wile E. Coyote.
No, I like the ones where Wile E. Coyote he's just fallen. And then you could actually see the hole in the ground.
My favorite Wile E. Coyote fall is when he's running, chasing the Roadrunner, and the Roadrunner cheats physics and runs across the sky. And then he realizes he's running and he looks down and it's like, no!
If I didn't look down, he would have just kept going.
No. And you know what? Honestly, I feel like that's how I could die. I feel like I'm out of pettiness. I'm chasing somebody. Get back here, you son of a bitch. And I'm chasing after him. And the last person for some reason can fly, but I'm still running after him. And I'm going to keep running. And I'm going to look down and go, oh no! It's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, everyone came out. Seth Rollins comes out. Cody comes out. Then that's the end of Raw.
Yeah, LA Knight.
Did LA Knight come out?
Yeah. He pushed Bronson Reed over from doing the last tsunami, which he was going to miss anyway.
I must have scrubbed through it.
You must hate LA Knight that much that you blacked him out of here.
No, I was just like, nothing.
You hate
really
LA
happening.
Knight.
I was like, nothing really happening in this match.
So, the Rollins and Cody have a stare down, and then Jay and Cody are going to, have to face each other, I believe, next week on Monday for the final King of the Ring spot, which Cody is going to win. Unless Rollins costs him. I don't know how they're going to play this, but I think Cody has to go through. I think it has to be Cody Randy final.
It has to be, but you've got very angry Rikishi right now.
Tell Rikishi to kiss my ass. I don't care. No one cares, Rikishi.
I would actually personally call him and tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I wish his show looks like a call-in show, too. Caller, come in, number 2. Tell me about my sons. Yeah, I think your sons don't need to win anymore. I think it was bad for business. Fuck you.
Like, he really has the old Weird Al setup.
Yeah.
Not Weird Al. What's the other guy? Is it Weird Al?
You mean Howard Stern?
Howard Stern, that's it.
Close enough, Manny. White people are white people.
Same person.
Same person, curly hair.
Both wore a hat.
Oh. But yeah, so Rikishi just comes in there with his tribal podcast or whatever, where, man, I honestly, I think you're the bottom of the barrel for me at podcasting. I think you're below Vince Russo at this point. At least Vince Russo says bro. And
I don't even I've forgotten about a Vince Russo podcast.
I don't listen to him either, but he does come. You're great. You're Cajun Patchway feed. You're like a pundit says this or something like that. And it goes,
I figure the English guy that works with Stevie Richards and Dutch Mantel
Mm-hmm.
are podcasts that are like worth listening to.
I
Bear
just
in mind,
saying
I ain't listened to Dutch in a very long time. I think the British guy adds some form of credibility.
you just do it again. He's British.
No, Marcus, because I compare that guy to the guy we hate, Fat Conrad.
Okay, so there's a podcast out there. I'm see if I can look it up real quick. It's
Because you know we don't like us some Conrad.
yeah. But it's a podcast that has. He's not a former wrestler, but it's the angriest podcast on the line. It's the angriest podcast ever. And god damn it, I gotta find it in my history. He had a whole video about Dusty Rhodes being a racist piece of shit in there. But let me see if I can find it. It's a black man with gold chain sunglasses. Here we go. It's New Wrestling World Order. So it gets more views than us. He's pretty much making more money, but it's the angriest wrestling podcast on the planet. He did a watch along with Raw, and I tuned in. I turned to it while Raw was on, and I was like, "Man, it's just too angry." He's just like, "Oh, look at this shit! This motherfucker right there don't know what he doing." I'm going, "Who are you?"
I was watching this guy. I think he appears on my. He appears on my Instagram reels occasionally, and he was doing a watch along of some show. Maybe a MLW or something like that, and it was a battle royal, and then there was a, I'm gonna use this term loosely, surprise entrant. Marcus, what type of wrestler on an indie show would make you pop? Like, go, oh my god, it's that guy! Like that type of reaction.
Oh no!
And then I'll tell you who came out.
Well, you know me, man. I would pop for Tito Santana if he came out or Tatanka. I'll pop for, you know what, Tatanka.
AJ Francis, Marcus. AJ Francis. This man exploded. He was like, "Oh my god!"
It's a big deal. It's a big deal, Manny. Star of WWE's most wanted treasures. Star of TNA wrestling. Reason why Trick Williams is the current TNA champion still to this day. The number one heel in TNA right now, first class. I would pop for Flop Dollar.
I get the feeling Top Dollar paid him.
I get the feeling that whatever the partnership agreement, you better treat our guys like a big star.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah, I think we could have taken a day off today. We could have recorded 10 minutes of news and taken the rest of the day off.
Well, there isn't nothing happening on WWE's front, but I thought, you know what? Honestly, I thought Raw was a solid show. It moved fast. The Liv Morgan injury was unfortunate. I don't know. They filled their time really well. Production-wise, I commend them for making it seem like it was a part of the show. It seamlessly went through the show like that. And they still finished the same amount of time. Somebody probably had a stretch or something like that. But I thought they did a solid job this week. I didn't hate it as much as most weeks. Cody just shows up whenever he wants at this point. Ain't no brand split for him.
Champions is on the 20th of June.
Yeah, this week, right? Is that this Saturday?
Next Saturday.
Then it can't be the 20th of June.
The 20th of June is Friday, you bum.
You said the 20th of June.
I said 28th.
Oh, you didn't pronounce the 8th. You pronounced the 20th. What did the 8th?
Oh, like you enunciate properly.
I never enunciate. I'm not just saying about me, Manny. I've never asked you to be like me. I asked you to be better than me. Okay? I don't have to enunciate my words because I know someone's listening and go, man, he should have enunciated his words. And then they go, I will not be that person. I'm going to enunciate my words. And I'm going to say things clear. And I'm going to speak like a man.
We have a lot of watch-alongs coming up is what that is.
Oh.
A lot of them.
Sigh. Should be fun. But I think I'm gonna change myself to angry. Manny, can you go to to the new Wrestling World Order. Just click the first video, and I just feel like this is my nigga duck. This is me. This is angry me all the time. He's just bald black with a beard and a gold chain and sunglasses. It's like my he's my nigga duck. As I come here with all positivity and bright colors, he's coming here with rage.
Whoa! So I've clicked it. I've got the stream you're talking about. There's a video here which the thumbnail says, "Jay, you want to be a N-word? Don't be mad when you're treated like an N-word."
Yes.
What?
I told you it's the angriest man in podcasting, and you know what? He keeps your attention. And you go, you know what? He kind of right. He kind of right in a very aggressive tone. This is nothing you would recommend to kids or anybody. Well, he got his beat. He's someone I would want on the title. On the channel.
He's streets for 6 hours watching Raw.
What did he do a post show after? What is he doing?
I don't know. The thing was on for 6 hours.
I didn't realize it was on 6 hours.
6 hours.
Manny, with those gloves and that beard and that look, you have to be on that long. So are you jealous? You jealous you can't do a 6 hour stream?
I've done an 11 and a half hour stream, Marcus. Save something.
The man doesn't have a stream longer than shorter than 5 hours, I don't think. Because I go
he's by himself. This man has a lot to say.
Oh wow. I didn't realize he's just blowing up now. Because before a month ago he was barely getting 500 views. Now he's in the thousands. He's us in 22. He's like, this is 2022.
You've got to start. You literally have to start saying the N-word a lot. You got to start using it in titles. I think this is what this man. This is what this man is going with.
Aggression and no, this is like it. Just gotta go with it. I was really happy with this cross my feet. When I watched the Cody video of Dusty Rhodes being a racist, which true. True. It's just like
the amount of N-words just used in the in thumbnails and titles is ridiculous.
And we're the ones who always get the strikes for the shit.
Marcus, I'm on the main. I'm on his main video page, and just there's two that stand out to me even more that I want to click and just watch it.
Yeah.
In WWE, we're N-words. In AEW, black men, black women. Samoans get to be N-words, but the N-words don't get to be N-words. What the fuck?
By the way, shout out to Xavier Woods for being I'm gonna say I know his name it wasn't Buck Nasty, but that's the only person I can remember for the Haters Ball. But him in the back with just dressed like that was ridiculous.
Marcus, I'm just gonna show you this thing. I'm just gonna share my screen. Actually, no, we shouldn't. I'm not having this on the channel. So the thing about Jay Uso,
I told you about this channel. Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm not doing a review of this channel. But the amount of time, so there are 3 videos that he's used the N-word as a thumbnail and the title.
Yeah.
14,000 views, 18,000 views, 26,000 views. They're more views than any other of his videos.
Yes. So what you're saying is, Manny, this Thursday, I get to call Swerve.
Right.
I get to call Swerve. I get to call Ospreay. I get to call Kevin Knight. Willow, I'm coming for you. Thumbnail of Willow being spit on me because they can't spit on niggas. That's gonna be.
He's basically the normal the real life version of Uncle Ruckus.
No, because he's not using it derogatory. It's a black love. You just use it as the N word, you know. I don't want to go into full.
Deep down, Uncle Ruckus, there was some love for Uncle Ruckus.
No, he loved nothing. He loved nothing. He's a hateful son of a bitch. Ruckus is the worst. He's the worst. He goes him and then Samuel Jackson from Django. That's what it is. The most racist characters.
Videos.
I told you, they're actually quality videos. It's just him talking, but he speaks with so much emphasis that you care. You care. A lot of times you would say it's no lie here, but then you could go, maybe you stretching this a little bit. Only saw maybe 2 videos. But
yeah, do you know what? It does make sense. We do need to start doing more videos like that.
What?
Videos that are videos that are a little bit more discussional about the news and stuff. I think they're more clickbaity. They're more like draw people in. Because when we cover the news when we cover the news at the start of a live stream, people don't stick around.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, ready? We're done. We're cooked.
We've been cooked for a long time.
We're gonna say steak.
We've been like this for a long time.
Yeah. You know what? It's tough to swallow, but we do get the job done. We do fill you up. That's after the Beast Mortals. You can see the happiness in their eyes. You can tell. You can tell.
Of all people, the Beast Mortals.
Never been more happier for somebody else. I want creative control for the Beast Mortals. Now I gotta watch the Beast Mortals matches.
I'm ashamed that you didn't watch it. I'm
ashamed of myself. I'm ashamed of myself that I didn't watch it. I just felt it was skippable at the time.
But it wasn't, Marcus. That was a really good match.
I know. Benito's really good, but Beast Mortals is really good too. I know. It's true.
So we've got 2.5 hours of Dynamite this week.
That's 50% less than what we got last week. I take it. We're going in the right direction.
But recently, I don't know. I don't think AEW is as chaotically booked as it used to be.
No, it's a better show right now. They're on their good run. Remember, they have these runs of per pay-per-views where it's okay, they know what the fuck they're doing this run. And then they get to the next pay-per-view and you go the fuck is this?
It makes me question if we need to at least get an update of what's going on Collision before we watch Dynamite, so we're not completely lost.
Yeah. No, I believe they're telling better stories right now in the WWE, and they're more entertaining right now. They got WWE beat right now.
Well, I think Triple H don't know what he's doing.
I think he's at that part where I'm lost. I think the corporation's got to him. He doesn't know how to navigate a corporation who keeps saying throwing more and more at him. We need more money. We need more money.
Yeah, he's out of ideas.
Yeah. I hate to say it, you need a monster in charge. You need a creep. Someone who's only thinking about wrestling. I'm sure you think Triple H thinking about his family and staff and all that. No, you need a tyrant to run this ship for this long. You need a psychopath to keep coming up with stupid creative ideas. We need. No, I'm not going to call for Mystery Man back. We need someone like that.
How many times you got to say Vince McMahon's name in the mirror for him to appear?
I've been saying it my whole life in therapy. It's been shaped up my entire personality. What can I do?
Oh, so
I feel good about myself. I walk like this.
We'll be back this Thursday with Grand Slam Mexico, and that's AEW Grand Slam Mexico, and your NXT review, which is tonight. And like the video, subscribe.
Yeah, I got nothing else. I'll see you guys later. Bye. When we come back, we're gonna be more aggressive though.
You will be more
aggressive. I'm saying the N-word every other word.
I was
Every.
expecting you to say.
You know
I
the
thought
title
were
of the
gonna
show? Liv Morgan suffers another horrific nigga type injury.
That's ridiculous. That's outrageous.
It will be. By the way, Kyrie Zane's to blame. I'm
She's
saying
not.
she's bad luck. She's cursed. She's cursed.
She's not.
She's
She's
cursed.
not.
She's cursed. What happens?
We out.
Who injures Zoe Stark, Manny? Who injures Zoe Stark?
Zoe Stark ended herself.
It was Kyrie Zane not being there.
Kyrie Zane injured herself.
Who took out Liv Morgan? Kyrie Zane. The one denomination in all this, Kyrie Zane.
Stop blaming the cutest Asian.
She's either hurting herself. She's either hurting herself or she's hurting other people. She's a dangerous. She's a menace to society. She's like Spider-Man. And I want them pictures too.
Question for the next show.
Oh,
I'll probably post it again.
I just took my shirt off.
I saw this from Kev on stage. Who is a famous wrestler that's never had a great match? He went with Ultimate Warrior, which I believe. There is no Ultimate Warrior match that I go back and go,
WrestleMania 6. WrestleMania 6 versus Hogan, man. It's a great match. I don't care. And then you had one with Savage. I'm not going that route. I will go with so the rule is they have to be the most known wrestler who's never had a great match, right?
Well, I have to say well known. I think you can. There's a lot more for discussion about well known than there is.
Manny, we can start the show with Bill Goldberg right off the jump.
Yeah, but what about that night? What about that night? He won the U.S. title and the world title in one night.
He had them both. But also, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Come on, y'all. Get behind it.
Now, I remember time when Yokozuna killed them, man.
You know what? I would like to also put the Road Warriors in there. I don't think they have one good match, really. They were just cool. Yeah,
so...
and they go, wow! You know, the Lisa Doom was terrible, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Leave a comment, or we'll also have it posted in the chat for Thursday's show. So like the video, subscribe. We'll be back. Peace.
I'm gonna go get those cigarettes and never come back.